Donk is one of the best CS2 players in the world, arguably the best rifler in the world. And I'm a 27-year-old dad who's currently level 9 on Faceit. Can trading like Donk for a week, 7 days, make me into the headshot slaying machine that I really want to be. I've wanted to do a video like this for a while, and I think now is the perfect time to do it because I haven't played in a month. 1 month I've not played. So if this helps me, it can help you too. Another YouTuber, Katie, has made a video like this. He's looking to go pro, and from what it seems is quite close. I think this video would be interesting from my point of view, as this will be more of an average Joe CS player's experience. Donk has recently shared his routine on this Zowie video. Donk says he warms up with 5 to 6 matches in Faceit. I don't know who has the time for that. He's a baba and he's getting paid to play the game, so he has the time. I have kids, I don't have time for that. However, I can commit to do the training routine each day, but slightly compressed. If you've got the time to do 5 to 6 matches just as a warm-up, then it's great, you might be the next Donk. The rules are as follows. 15 minutes daily on the map Aim Rush that you can get in the workshop. 2 to 3 games per day on Faceit or Premier. End out the day with some deathmatch, and then maybe carry on if I've got the time, play some more games and see how I go. I'm going to do daily updates, showing you my progress. And by the end of the week, by the end of this video, I'm going to let you know if you should follow this and train like Donk to become a headshot killing machine. To hype myself up for it, I watched a few clips of Donk just to get myself in the zone ready for my first day, and just watch.
Keeps going.
No way, chat. This guy is a demon. Oh, I need to play like this. I could. Come on, chat. Safe to say, I'm hyped and ready to go. I went into Aim Rush, pumped the first couple rounds, felt amazing. I was hitting heads and I was thinking, this is it. I just am Donk. I've watched those highlights and now I am him. And then it all crashed down. And it started getting worse and worse. And I found myself just spraying rather than trying to kill them in the most little bullets. And I'd run out of bullets by the time the 4th one came and the 5th one came. 5 bots was a lot. It was difficult. And I think tomorrow I'm gonna reevaluate. I'm gonna start with 4. Like working out at the gym. You don't want to go too heavy and do too much too fast. That isn't how you learn. You want to focus on your reps. Get your motion right. That's what I need to do. But now it's time to go into some games. So, played 5 games. I started off feeling not very good at all, and then I got my highest aim rating in ages of 86 on later 5.
What the fuck?
Oh, god damn.
That was a spicy one. That was a spicy one. Get off me, you. That gave me a bit of confidence. Went into the next one, did pretty well again and again and again and again. I played 5 and I've done pretty well. Lost a few, won a few, but I think it's working so far. Just been into a death match after all of my 5 games and I've slapped in the death match. I got kicked because I was doing that well. So yeah, it looks good. I'll see you for day 2. So I started day 2, highly motivated, jumping into the Rush warm-up server, ready to go, setting the bot count to 4. Like I said, we need to start off right and build up this muscle memory, which is so important. In the moment, I felt okay. It felt much easier than the day before since there was only 4 bots. I felt quite positive, actually. And then we moved into the games and things took a slight turn. The way that I was warming up was trying to isolate those fights in the bot rush warm-up. What I found was when I then went into a game, it didn't represent the type of battles that I got to in-game, where people were running across my screen and there were multiple targets moving from left to right. I felt like I couldn't track them very well. When somebody popped into my line of sight, I could shoot them like I did in the warm-up, but it wasn't doing anything for my tracking at all. Really wasn't. And also my peeking into people wasn't as strong as what it is when I do like pre-fire warm-up routines. I'm going to continue with this warm-up. As Donk is Donk, it must be working. But I do feel like there may be some tweaking for those of us who aren't so good. Hopeless hell. So in my warm-up today, I focused on peeking into the bots with aggression and purposeful swings. That's what I've taken into the games today. My God, I was so good. So it feels like it's coming together. The consistency, playing 3 days in a row, playing multiple games, doing the warm-up, through like Donk says, doing the death match after it. Everything is flowing. Working for me so far. Day 1, it was good. Day 2 felt shaky. Day 3 feels fantastic. Feel on top of the world. Wait until I go into tomorrow's and I'm going to be awful again. But it's what it is. So we started off day 4 again with hopes being high. Playing 4 days in a row is only going to make me better and more consistent. The more consistently I play, the more consistent I should be in game. And that's a good thing for you to look at. How often do you play? If you have big gaps in between, you're probably not going to be the most consistent player. If you're enjoying this video so far, please hit that like button, and I'd love you forever if you go down and hit that subscription button too. Now after that warm up, let's go jump into a game and see if our consistency and our good performances from yesterday will carry on into day 4. Let's go! I'm hyped for this one. And I also think I'm about to get my rank as well in Premier, so that'd be interesting to see what that comes out as, because normally I'm over 20k. My highest is 24,750, 1 game off red. So it'd be interesting to see what we get, so stick around for that. Let's just be straight with it. I was hitting. My shots were hitting today. Great litre 5 ratings. So this is really seeming to work for me. However, what I would say, my spray's still not there. And my peeking into people as well is still not as good as what it is when you use pre-fire modes, which I think is really, really important for the way that I play. I'd love to hear your thoughts below. Get your comments in. Let me know what you think of this training routine, if you think it works, if you think it needs tweaking a tad. Coming into day 5, I didn't really want to play the game. I don't usually play this many days in a row. I do have a break and, spend more time with my family. Because after working all day, every day, and then also playing at night and editing as well, it's taken up a lot of time. However, I committed to this for you guys and the experiment. I jumped in to the warm-up server and started out horribly, so my motivation was at an all-time low. However, I said that I was going to push on, and that's what I did. I didn't feel very good. I think when you're not in the mood to game, you just don't put 110% effort in. I pushed on, focusing on them peaks, trying to kill them, least amount of bullets, and I did use some spraying as well, because like I said, I think that's important. And I started performing better. I was hitting. I was ready to start sipping my beer. However, it was time to hop in some games and carry on to become a headshot killing machine. And started off with a decent game. I was dominating the mid. I got about 5 kills through smoke, pushed mid most rounds and took it. Had a nice 4k. I was quite happy with. Went into another game on Anubis again, and I did well again. After 2 games of doing well, I thought it was best to call it there and end off on a high. Let's go into day 6 with some positivity and look to smash the last 2 days out. Jumped into day 6 with so much positivity running on from day 5, ready to click some heads, take some names, and get my rank. Ready to finish this week out strong. We had 2 games on dust. I didn't feel like I was flowing, but my shots were hitting, so we were happy. I had so many clutches through these few games. I wasn't the best entry fragger. I wasn't the best mid-round player, but the clutches were coming in thick and fast. And that's what's important, right? That's what gets you the wins. At least I played my part. Nice. To clutch up for the 10th win and get my rank. Yes! I'm not really excited with that one. That's ridiculous. It's so low. It's so low. We ended out day 6 with a good another couple of wins, both on dust. Yesterday was 2 Anubises, today 2 dusts. And we're going to finish out tomorrow with a big day, and then I'm going to give you my verdict on what I think of the entirety of this warm-up routine. Day 7 came, and we're ready to smash it out and then have a little break from CS. Just a short one. 7 days in a row for me is quite a lot. With working all day, family stuff, and editing and playing. I really wasn't very good at all. Day 6 I'd had a bit of a drop off. My shots did hit, I was hitting clutches, but I wasn't the entry fragger that I usually am. And my mid-round kills, where I usually thrive as well, weren't very high. It was just there for the clutches, which helped the team. Day 7 has felt very similar. I didn't really do anything special. I wasn't carrying the team like I was on day 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think playing for this many days in a row without a break at all and working throughout them all was a lot. It took quite a strain on myself. It drained me. I think for me personally, I need a bit of a break. I can't play 7 days in a row and do all the other things that I need to do in my life. So for me, I think I can play 3 days in a row, then I need a little bit of a break for a day, and then I can play another 3 days in a row. I also need to take into consideration that I need to edit, need to spend time with my family, my missus, my fiance. They're the same person, there aren't two. I do like the fact that it does help me get more consistent in game, but if I overload it, then it goes the other way and I get worse. So it's finding that happy balance of how much I play to how good of a player I can become. Peeking into people, my pre-aim wasn't as good as what it is when I use pre-aim lobbies. The deathmatch after did help. However, by the time I came to the next day again, I wasn't warm, so I feel like the deathmatch should have been earlier. You do the deathmatch first, then you go into the rush warm-up server, then you go into your games. I feel like that should be how this routine should work. For people who aren't as good as Donk, who has all of his mechanics down to a T, things like pre-aim lobbies, X-fire on refrag is perfect. You're going out mid or you're going out onto a site and bots are jumping out at your left and right and they're moving. That puts you in a real game scenario which helps you as you go into game. I don't think that this rush warm-up mode is the best thing to benefit players that don't have their mechanics down to a T already. Please give it a go and take that into consideration. Like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video, and let me know if you'd like me to do any others from the average Joe CS experience, because it's different to these people who are going to be pro players. Their mechanics are already pretty solid. These type of warm-ups may work for them. The average Joe experience, we need something slightly different. We need to tweak it. And I don't think playing 7 days in a row is achievable for everybody. That's really something to keep in mind. To answer the question, am I the headshot killing machine that I've always wanted to be? No. Next time, we'll try a different warm-up routine that might work better for me.